Since 1981, Dimondale has been the home of a successful computer courseware development company. Hartley Courseware was founded by Jane Hartley and her son Tim. Jane was the teacher and Tim the programmer. Tim still works for Jostens.
Hi, I'm Tim Hartley. David asked me to say a few words about the history of Hartley Courseware. It's a difficult thing to do when you consider that we've been around for about 13 years. But in 1979, my mother Jane and I started Hartley Software, which was the predecessor to Hartley Courseware. Mom was a teacher for 25 years in the elementary school system, and basically what we did was an outgrowth of her needs in the classroom for some educational products to run on the Apple II line. It quickly became apparent that there were many schools around the country who were in the same boat. They had bought Apple IIs but didn't have any software, so the company was a natural outgrowth of that. We realized early on that one of our major weaknesses was in the area of marketing and packaging. As you can see from our first catalog back in 1979, just an 8-page Xerox affair. So it was fortuitous that we met up with Rosie Bogo and her husband Bob in 1981, both of whom had experience doing things in marketing and packaging. And so Hartley Courseware was incorporated in the spring of 1981. From that time we grew, and our offerings tripled and tripled again until by 1988 we had about 30 employees with maybe 100, 150 products for not just the Apple II line but also the MS-DOS line. In 1988, Prescription Learning approached us. Prescription Learning, of course, was owned by Jostens, Inc., and we basically sold Hartley Courseware to Jostens, or to Prescription Learning, and as most people know, Prescription Learning then merged with ESC to become known as what's known now as Jostens Learning. I guess that's basically my history. The only other thing I'd like to say is that from day one in Hartley, we have been concerned primarily with quality. When your personal name is on every product that goes out the door, you really think seriously when it comes to issues of quality and the trade-offs that are involved in getting it to market. And I'm proud to say that the people, the users out there, consider us to be one of the highest quality, most reputable educational software companies out there. I'm proud of that, and the only other thing I can say is we've had a lot of fun over the past 13 years.
The development team in Dimondale continues to produce and market courseware under the brand name Hartley. Many of the products have received awards of excellence and national prominence. Today, Dimondale is also the home of courseware development for the adult education division of Jostens Learning. The major adult product is called Invest in the Future. The Dimondale Courseware development team is now preparing the 3.5 release of Invest, which is due for release in early 1993. Let's take a brief look at the people who produce Invest and other adult products. We begin with the Curriculum Design and Development Department. Almost all of the people in the Curriculum Design and Development Department are trained teachers. Their job is to write lessons and other products. Using a locally developed authoring system called HAL, they enter lessons into the computer. They also do correlations to find out to what extent INVEST relates to state, national, and local curricula.
David is sitting here video cameraing me and the beautiful.
They also write supplementary print materials. Grange Hall, built in 1917, is home to the local hardware store. It also houses a systems research and development group. Here, programmers and technicians develop our management system, produce courseware development tools, and write software installation programs.
That's what those are. Alright, then constraints must be different than what, okay.
I thought that was...
This is for how many required and this, how many you can maximum. The double exclamation means that it's a required field.
Right.
20 means that's how maximum length it can be. So maybe the constraints themselves allow a type. I didn't know about constraints. I thought this would do it. So 20, 40, 120, type that in. I think 120 fits all the way into the rest of the boxes. Setting constraints the same as what that right there was?
Probably, yes.
Then that won't stop them from typing out the edge. Right here.
You want to like stand out on the street and just burn out my car? You're hanging.
That's for doing it. So go down there and see the equals. Then it goes to the top one.
In July 1992, programmers working on the INVEST management system are moving to the extensive quarters of the grey box. Here they'll be incarcerated until they produce INVEST 3.5. Rosie Bogo, one of the founders of Hartley, is reluctantly relinquishing these extensive quarters to the programmers.
Promised her somebody would either call her back or let her know on Monday. Okay, good. That's fine then, Chad.
In the production department, artists produce computer graphics for our programs.
Should I take off my shirt, or is this not a porn?
Sound technicians record and edit sounds for some of our programs.
banner screen. He gave me a screen dump banner screen. It's like, when we do a screenshot, he gave me, I mean, it's just black and white.
Other production staff build lessons and integrate sound and graphics into lessons. Members of the development team keep a close eye on quality at every stage of production. But the Quality Assurance Department has the special task of ensuring that all errors are detected and removed before the product is shipped to Springfield. Members of the Software Error Analysis team, or SWET for short, log all errors reported by customers and ensure that these get corrected as soon as possible. Members of the Editing and Publishing Department produce all printed documentation. Editors scrutinize every page to ensure that there are no errors in our printed documentation. The department also produces internal and external newsletters. Documents are laid out and prepared for printing, which usually takes place in Springfield. We have as many as 70 different products of varying sizes in development at any time. Each product has an owner who's responsible for ensuring that the product is developed on time and within budget. The Project Control Department coordinates the completion of all projects. The team uses management software to plan and monitor the status of every project. The Management Information Systems Department, or MIS for short, establishes and maintains networks and databases to ensure that our product development is done efficiently and effectively. As well as courseware development, Dimondale has a number of other departments. The Operations Department bills and receives money for Hartley products. The Shipping Department ships out demos about Hartley products to customers to preview. Orders are then placed and are routed through Springfield. The Telemarketing Group uses the telephone to search out leads for sales. Judy Ballion is manager of the telemarketing operation.
The telemarketing department here in Dimondale was new last year. It started out with 2 telemarketers, Kathy Lamoureux and Mike Barnes, and to date it's grown to 6 telemarketers. This past year, the telemarketing force focused on both the K-12 and the adult ed market at the same time. You might be interested to know that many of the telemarketers have a background either in education or in sales and marketing, with several of them holding either marketing degrees or education degrees. There's been a division this year, as you've probably heard. We now will have 3 telemarketers focusing on the K-12 market. They will be working with technology coordinators in the K-12 schools and focusing on selling the Hartley single copy products. On the adult ed side, we'll also have 3 telemarketers, and we're now even going to be even more actively involved with the Jostens adult ed sales force, not just qualifying leads, but helping them with the full range of projects that it takes to put those invest sales through. As you probably know, 3 of the 5 telemarketers have been actively involved in invest sales this past year. We're very proud of that, and we're looking forward to working more closely with the whole adult ed sales force through 93.
The primary adult product marketed by Jostens Learning is Invest in the Future. This product has more than 4,500 lessons, 1,000 hours of instruction, and the most sophisticated and flexible management system available anywhere today. In the years to come, your development team in Dimondale will maintain and upgrade Invest. We will produce a Windows version of the management system. We will produce new lessons for special markets, such as business and industry. We will develop multimedia courseware. We will provide special services, such as custom authoring of lessons. And with the support of our fearless leaders, we in courseware development in Dimondale will continue to help Jostens be the leading provider of technologically based educational solutions for adults.